Good morning. It is October 27th on this lovely, lovely month of October. And we're here in the house. Is a mess. Massive, massive mess. So messy. Alright. Still getting ready for work. It is 8:28. All right. Whew. Today's gonna be a fun-filled day. Because I'm in fucking paradise. And I truly mean that. I've been telling everybody, for the past, month or two. They say, oh, how are you doing? Another day in paradise. You know what? I truly believe that. And it's not that I believe that. I believe it in a very cynical sense. I don't know. I gotta figure this out. I'm gonna figure it out together. Because I feel like my perspective may be a little bit... I've always been told that, listen, Sean, just because that's the way you think doesn't mean that's the way everyone else thinks. And I'm like, well, okay. But the way I think seems a lot easier. I could be biased. I am biased. That's how I feel because of all the conversations I've had throughout my lifetime. My experience has led me to believe that my perspective is a little bit different. Because there's been certain scenarios, especially with relationships, a lot of people have how could you stay with that person, or wouldn't you be upset? And I'm like, no, why would that upset me? They want to do this certain thing with a friend, or this person that they had past relationships with. Listen, if that person's going to cheat on me, I'm probably going to find out. If that person's going to do ill harm to me, I'm probably going to fucking find out. Because I'm not an idiot. And if I don't find out, then what's the harm? I'm with somebody, or I'm doing something that makes me happy at the time. Finding out, oh shit, that happened while I was happy in that moment, that sucks. Move on. But that's a basic, very general statement, of course. And that's a whole story for another day. But in reality, it's not about being positive just to be positive, because that's stupid. I see a dangerous snake out there ready to kill me. I'm gonna go give it a hug. Well, that's a bad decision. I wouldn't do that. But when you have the mindset that, okay, something negative happened, some negativity is in front of me, well, not so much as how can I make this positive. And everyone says, just look on the brighter side. There's a whole bunch of corny, stupid statements that always aren't true. But sometimes, and a good amount of the times, they're spot on. Hey, where the hell is this dry cleaning place? Seriously, is it not there anymore? I don't think it's there anymore. Fudge. Now, what am I gonna do? 8:40. Anywho. Now, there's a whole laundry list of ways to deal with this situation. A lot of people, there are a lot of times where I jump to a conclusion where I'm like, you know what? I need to scream. I need to flip out. I need to release. I need to I've done it. I've been there. That's awesome, and it feels great sometimes. It honestly does, but I really need to know that I'm by myself. I'm not distracting anybody. I'm not also doing it for show. Again, I've been a victim, I've been a criminal of that. Doing, anger for show. To show people that I'm like, look at how mad he can get. And it works sometimes. The person that sees you angry, they get afraid of you, or they don't ask that question that you knew they were going to ask, and that's fine. If you're doing that as a show to stop somebody from doing something, then hey, listen, you are looking for a specific result and it obtained that result. But now, what's going to happen in the outlying situation now for that person in the future? What are they going to think of you? What are they going to see you as? They're going to see you as an irrational person. They're going to see you as someone that jumps to conclusions. They're going to see you as someone that gets angry over spilt milk. Or in a situation where it's not that, of course, I get that. We're not generalizing every situation. Someone passes away, you get into a massive accident, or you work really hard to do something and it all falls apart and none of it was your fault. But in those scenarios, in those situations, when you use anger to get something, it shows a piece of you very much. Because I want them to know, yeah, I am an asshole. I can be. And I would be in that scenario because you did something that shouldn't have been done. Or you said something that shouldn't have been said. Or you acted angry in front of somebody when you shouldn't have acted angry. You know, playing your cards on the table and letting your emotions take control is not what I'm talking about. Being perfect just to be perfect isn't good. Just for the idea of, like, you know what, I'm perfect just because I can be. No, you need to be fluid. You need to be honest. And that's the hardest part with your emotions is you know, all right, I'm feeling this emotion. It's like a smoker. Person gets the urge to smoke. They have two choices. They think they have one. They believe they have only one choice. That's their perspective. They're like, listen, I only got one choice here. I gotta smoke a cigarette. And that's the same thing like emotions. People think they have one choice of their specific emotions in a specific situation. And it's not so general. It's not so cookie cutter. Everyone's like, listen, I'm a complex person. I'm an individual. Yeah, you are. And so are your emotions. So are your thoughts. And if you feed into that constant negativity, and even though you think you're being positive, you're like, I'm just being positive. Well, there is a certain amount of fake it till you make it that can help you in that scenario. If you're a very negative individual, then maybe just doing yes man, just saying yes to everything might help you. But for how long? Because there's a possibility that you putting on this yes man attitude where I'm just going to say yes to everything. Okay. Say yes to everything. Now, the negative outcomes, when they happen, because they will, they're inevitable. There's no way you're going to just say yes to everything and not have something bad happen. There are movies out there, there are, TV shows out there that want you to believe that, oh, look, this guy did it. He was the yes man. He said yes to everything. And look at how great his life is. Yeah, he's a character. He's a portrayal of an idea. And if you're not behind your emotions, if you let a single page out of an entire movie control your day, it's not, it's not going to be. And that's the difference between when you have that yes person, that person that's like, listen, I'm going to say yes to everything and anything I'm saying yes to. Then, when something bad happens, you have to smile. No? Is that wrong? Is that wrong to think, like, listen, I'm going to say yes to everything that comes in my way. Everything I see or any opportunity where someone says, would you like to do this? And I have to say yes. Okay. Now, you get fired from your job for saying yes. And when the boss says, hey, you're fired, what is your response? Can't be, oh shit. It's got to be, yeah. That would happen. Why shouldn't that happen? Why can't that happen? Well, in retrospect, anything can happen. lot of people are comfortable with saying that. But are you comfortable with the outcome of that? Are you okay and comfortable with the reality of that? Not many people will be, because they like the idea of something. I like the idea of chess. I wish I was good at it. Am I gonna actually work to get good at it? Nope. Not yet. Someday. Someday, just not today. Well, from me to you, I hope you stay happy, healthy, and hungry. And remember, don't forget to be humble. Have a good day. And that like gets to me. That gets to me.